I really love this quotation by Carl Jung where he says that what you want the most will be found where you least want to look. And most of the times the places that we least want to visit and the people that we least want to meet are those places and people where we get the truth, who give us the reality check, and where we get exposed for our shortcomings, our inadequacies, our lacks, and our weaknesses. And our ego does not allow us to go onto those places frequently or to meet those people frequently. And what we do is that we make this foolish strategy where we surround ourselves with flatterers and build this cocoon of self confidence and self esteem, which is fake and it has no foundation. And in that way, what we do is that we surround ourselves with those people who accept us for what we are, who accept us for our stupidity, who accept us for our foolishness, for our brutal arrogance, for our lack of work ethic, for our lazy nature. And we surround ourselves with those people who think that we are entitled to get each and every blessing in life without any work because we are some superior creatures. But the problem with this kind of mindset is that it takes away your work ethic from you. It tells you that you're a superior creature, there is something special about you, and you don't have to work hard. You don't have to do anything in your life in order to get ahead because you're automatically going to get ahead. Now, deep within your heart, your conscience is consciously telling you, it is constantly telling you that it's not true. You will have to work hard. You will have to move ahead. You will have to make some changes within your life in order to move ahead. You will have to make the sacrifices. But your lazy nature, which is making you procrastinate on the most important tasks in your life, is telling you constantly that you have all the time in the world and you don't have to work hard and you don't have to move fast and you don't have to make the sacrifices because everything is going to fall into place for you. But the consequence of all of this is that you keep wasting your very precious time. And the quality of time is that if you keep wasting it, it passes really quickly. And when it passes quickly, what happens is that a time comes when your fate stands right in front of your face with all of its catastrophic consequences which are going to happen to you now. And the time when you should have prepared for all of those results that you're getting is gone. And now you're thinking and reminding yourself of all the opportunities that you wasted, for all the years that you wasted, for all the time that you could have used to prepare yourself for the crisis and to fight it effectively. And now you have nothing but a bunch of regret and a lot of embarrassment that you will have to live with for the rest of your life. Now, most of the times, these times when we hit the rock bottom are those times when we should reevaluate the whole situation from a newer perspective. Because at that time, we are totally broken, nobody's around us, we have a lot of time to think. And when we have a lot of time to think, we should make some paradigmatic shifts within our life. And those paradigmatic shifts should be such that we must get the reality check. Now, everybody is going to get his reality check in his own way. But the outcome of that reality check is always going to be that you will have to find yourself responsible for everything which is happening in your life. You have to assume 100% responsibility for everything which is going to happen in your life. And to do that, you will have to run a very ruthless accountability measure in which you will have to assess the whole situation in which you are right now. And it can only happen when you give yourself a reality check as soon as you can in your life. It can be at the age of 18, it can be at the age of 25, 28, 30, 35. Whenever you find yourself in a situation where you are brutally exposed by life and you know that you don't have anything and you will have to build your competence from scratch, what you should do is that you must analyze each and every bit of your life, each and every aspect of your life in terms of professional life, in terms of personal life, in terms of social life. And then you should try to rate yourself within each and every given realm of human competence that you're trying to analyze yourself. And when you rate yourself, the next thing that you should do is that from there you should start moving upward. Now, in the beginning, you should aim low because your ego is going to tell you that you must move faster because you have wasted a lot of time. But that is actually a delusion because at the end of the day, when you move too fast in the beginning, you are not conditioned and trained to carry on that momentum for long. And so, what happens is that when you start doing 100 push ups a day, you do it for 3 days and then you do nothing for the next 27 days of the month. And that is not a good strategy. That is not a good policy. So, what you should do is that you must do 10 push ups a day for 30 days because that is much better than doing 100 for 3 days. So, in the beginning, you have to do a few things consistently. But once your brain becomes conditioned to do those things consistently, that momentum is going to increase your strength. And what you're going to do is that you're going to move on that upward trajectory where you will keep increasing the repetitions and where you will keep increasing the difficulty level. And that increase in the difficulty level is going to make your life more and more meaningful because you will achieve those milestones which were not achievable for you for the previous mindset that you had. So when you give yourself the reality check, that is the time that your life starts shifting around and starts shifting around for good.